day I'm gonna raise my hand, gonna look at you and smile every chance I can, 'cause today's all mine. I'm doing it right, living every moment like a Saturday night. Ooh. Today is the day I'm ready to get away, gonna dance on the table while my records play.
Everything running. Sports Authority, all things sporting good.
Well, don't look now, but things are getting very interesting in Major League Lacrosse. Two teams are beginning to separate themselves at the top of the standings, with three others battling out for the third and fourth spots. With just a week to go before the All-Star break, we'll tell you who will be in Boston on July 8th and 9th. Plus, we'll tell you about the All-Star charity and how it's very special to one MLL All-Star. All that plus the plays of the week coming up next on Sports Authority's Inside the MLL. Hello and welcome to Sports Authority's Inside the MLL. I'm Jason Chandler. Well, we're now officially halfway through the 2011 Major League Lacrosse season. Week 6 saw a home-and-home series between Rochester and Hamilton, plus rematches of the 2010 MLL semifinals. Let's take a look back at the action in our Sports Authority Weekend Rewind. Hamilton and Rochester had each played one less game than the rest of the league heading into the weekend, so they caught up by playing a rare home-and-home series. On Friday, the two teams met in Rochester. The Rattlers took a 13-8 lead early in the third quarter, but Hamilton then scored the game's next 9 goals to take control of the game. MLL Player of the Week Jeremy Boltus led the way for Hamilton with 7 goals, including 3 of the 9 during the decisive run. Fellow rookie David Earl contributed with a hat trick as the Hamilton youth movement began to pay dividends in the win.
You know, it's kind of crazy. It kind of brings me back to my old high school days. I kind of evolved as a feeder into Army, but high school was a pretty good scorer, and you know, it's nice that I haven't done that in years, so it's a great feeling tonight.
On Saturday night in Hamilton, the two teams played a back-and-forth affair with both teams going on long scoring runs. The Nationals used a 7-goal run in the second and third quarters to take a 14-6 lead, but the Rattlers would then score the game's final 8 points and tie the game on a Jeff Colburn goal with 53 seconds remaining, forcing overtime. In overtime, Hamilton goalie Scott Rogers stood tall in net and gave his team a chance to win, which they did on a Brett Bucktooth goal late in the extra period. The 2-game sweep moved coach Reggie Thorpe's team to 3-3 on the season. In Friday's loss, Rochester rookie attackman Grant Catalino made MLL history and earned MLL Rookie of the Week honors by tying the league's single-game record with 9 goals. The rookie from Maryland now shares the record with Tim Gettleman, Mark Millen, Kevin Lavelle, and Ryan Powell. Not bad company to be in. Catalino is playing in just his second Major League Lacrosse game after leading Maryland to the NCAA championship game. The 9 goals were the first points of his career and included a 2-point goal, giving him 10 points on the night. In the weekend's other 2 games, Boston and Denver continued to separate themselves from the rest of the league in the standings. In Annapolis, the Cannons outscored Chesapeake 11-3 in the second half to down the Bayhawks 17-10. Kevin Buchanan led a balanced Boston attack with 4 goals to earn Bud Light Player of the Game honors, while Matt Posque and Paul Rabel each added hat tricks. In goal, Jordan Burke improved his record to 4-1 on the season and has won 4 straight games since taking over as the Cannons starter in net. He made an impression on Joe Beninati and Quint Kesnick.
My goodness, Jordan Burke is the real deal, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. I mean, when you think about all the tape we've seen this year, and then to see him in person, not giving up any soft goals, making all the necessary saves, and then plus 2 or 3 in this game, a couple rob saves from the inside. I love his rebound control, and I love the calm and the poise that he shows, too. You know, he really plays like a veteran. He's played at a high level, obviously, in college, but now it's transferring, and I think you're seeing that confidence come to the surface.
In Denver, the Outlaws scored 10 of the game's first 11 goals against Long Island and cruised to an 18-11 victory. Andrew Hennessy was dominant at the faceoff X, winning 23 of 29 faceoffs for Denver. On offense, Brendan Mundorf continued his outstanding year with 6 points on 4 goals and 2 assists, and Connor Martin netted 5 goals in the victory.
I'm just playing lax. I don't know what else to tell you. We play hard in club, and it got me prepared enough to play with these guys, so I just go out there, have fun. I'm surrounded by Team USA pretty much, so makes it a little easier, right? We're all worried about them. Putting shorties on me and stuff, it's great.
Let's take a look at the Ford MLL standings at the halfway point of the regular season. Boston and Denver both improved to 5-1 with wins on Saturday night. Those two teams will meet this weekend in Denver, with the winner taking over sole possession of first place. With their sweep of Rochester, Hamilton improves to 3-3 on the season and are now tied for third place with Chesapeake, 1 game ahead of Long Island. The Rattlers remain winless on the season, but they have been in every game, with all 6 losses coming by 4 goals or less, including the overtime loss to Hamilton on Saturday. So what did we learn this weekend, and where do things stand at the halfway point of the season? We bring in MLL TV analyst Evan Washburn on our Sports Authority video chat.
I think we can take 2 things away from this weekend. Definitely Boston and Denver have separated themselves from the rest of the pack, showing that they can come back in games and win, specifically Boston in that Chesapeake game. And they clearly have set themselves apart with their skill, and also just the fact that they're the most consistent teams this season. I think that's built from the fact that a lot of the same faces coming into this year, and they've really developed the chemistry that teams in this league strive for each week. The other storyline, Hamilton. The back-to-back with Rochester, 2 big wins have thrown them right back into the playoff hunt, and I think they figured out offensively how to play without John Grant Jr. Gary Gait, in the week leading up to this back-to-back weekend for the Nationals, he switched things around. He moved Jeremy Boltis to the crease to be more of a finisher, and Joe Walters took the point and has become more the quarterback of the offense, and it was very successful this weekend. Also, their rookie stepped up. I mentioned Boltis had a big game Friday night, and David Earl, parlayed his strong game Friday night into Saturday night. So they're developing the chemistry they're looking for, and they've got some leadership with Joe Walters and Jordan Hall that I think make them very dangerous heading into this weekend, which will dictate a lot of what we think kind of moving forward into the playoff hunt.
Coming up on Sports Authority's Inside the MLL, with the All-Star break just 2 weeks away, we'll tell you who will be in Boston on July 8th and 9th, up next.
Chris Paul on Game Science. 1 part challenger, 1 part dedication, 1 part hydration. This is Powerade Ion 4. Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. An essential part of my game. My game is floor general. 2 steps ahead, Alchemist. Mental and physical performance at every moment. Know the science. Cause a reaction. Powerade Ion 4 Advanced Electrolyte System. Focus, hustle, hydrate, believe.